if you're planning on getting your breast implants removed and you have insurance, there is a possibility that it can be covered. If you haven't seen my first video, I do have a more in-depth video that I will put in the description box below that goes through the whole process, the codes that I used, and how I got everything covered. I did have my breast implant removal covered, my breast lift covered, and I actually had coverage for fat transfer, which I didn't end up using, but I did have the ability to use that and it would have been covered. I wanted to make this video a quicker video than the last one and more summarized to the point because I've had some girls reach out to me asking for some clarification, and so I just wanted to make a more summary based video, and then you can watch the other one if you want the codes in the longer version. But this video is being filmed here in the United States, and so I'm not really sure how this would work in other countries, so I just want to say that upright. The insurance that I actually had is United Healthcare, and it was UMR specifically. And regardless of what type of insurance, if you have health insurance, what you do is you look up your policy, you find the benefits section that talks about removing breast implants. If you don't know where it is or if you can't find it, then you can call your benefits department, ask them, and they can guide you to the right part or just tell you. But you'll specifically want to review that. You'll need to do your homework on all the reasons that it lists, why they would consider allowing you to use coverage to get your breast implants removed. Usually those reasons are like really bad breast pain that's causing you to not be able to do your daily activities like brushing your hair, brushing your teeth, stuff like that, washing your hair. Now, I know those sound a little dramatic, and as women, we're tough. We just power through stuff, even if we are in pain. So I know that you're probably like, oh, well, I can do all those things, so they're not going to cover it. Well, be a little bit more creative, okay? If you are someone that has breast implants and you are struggling and you feel like you might have breast implant illness and, you know, you're having a lot of pain, and most likely you are having breast pain, and you're probably having breast pain that's causing back pain and a million other problems, right? So what you're going to need to do, look at the reasons why they cover removal. Go to either your family doctor or your gynecologist, whoever you have the best relationship with, who will be most open to documenting these notes for you to take to a surgeon and more ideally referring you to a breast reconstructive surgeon. A gynecologist should be able to do that for you, especially like since it's breast related and breast cancer and all those type of things. Also, with that being said, you want to, if you have not reviewed the symptoms of breast implant illness type of cancers, look those up and see if you have any of them, because that could further help your case on getting this covered. Because if you do have any of the symptoms, which a lot of women do, because a lot of the symptoms are really common with breast implant illness, and it's confusing. You don't know if it's just breast implant illness, like an allergy to the breast implant, or if it's actually the breast implant cancers that are caused. So you'll want to review those. You'll go to your doctor, whichever doctor you choose, your gynecologist, family doctor. You report to them all your symptoms, and that you're also afraid that you might have breast cancers caused by breast implants because of whatever your symptoms are. So once you get this documented and you report these properly to your gynecologist or your family doctor, you'll have solid medical records that align with the reason that your insurance company will cover to have them removed. And you can get a referral to a breast reconstructive surgeon. A lot of times your family doctor, your gynecologist will refer you somewhere where they have like breast cancer centers, where they have plastic surgeons that do take insurance that can help you with this. And I recommend that. Like anytime you're removing your breast implants, I would highly recommend going to a breast reconstructive surgeon, because they will be able to take your implants out, make your breasts have a nice lift and shape to them, and just make them look good for whatever you're working with once the implants are removed. So that's the process. You look at your benefits, you see why they cover it. You go to your gynecologist or your family doctor, whoever you have the best relationship with. You report all of the symptoms that align with the reasons that they will cover. Most likely you have them, so you're not lying because you probably do have them or would have them if you didn't power through. And then you have them refer you to a plastic surgeon that takes insurance, more specifically a breast reconstructive surgeon. If they're not familiar, you could always come with your own list, do your own research in your own area, figure out where the breast cancer centers are, what plastic surgeons that they use, and just call around to your local area. But most of the time they need to be affiliated with some type of medical center or a hospital. And those are the ones that usually will take insurance. Then when you see them, they'll look at your medical records that you brought with you from your gynecologist. They'll see the medical reasoning on why you got referred to them. And then they, based off of the same reasoning, because you will re-explain to them, that you're having severe breast pain, that, it's interfering with your day-to-day activities, like caring for your kids, whatever it may be, and that you have been having, breast itching or this or that, whatever the symptoms are that align with, the potential breast cancers that are caused from the implants. They will take that information, then be able to properly code based off of your medical records and then what you are telling them and send that off to your insurance for approval. They could deny it once, needing more information possibly, but your odds are a lot better if you already know what your insurance company covers and stay aligned with the reasoning. And this is just how the process works, because most likely, like I said, if you have had implants, you are at risk for having cancer that the implants cause. And you might not even be aware of that. And you probably do have all the symptoms or all the issues that your insurance does cover, breast pain, etc. And so you are just more formally aligning your symptoms so that you can present them properly to your healthcare professional so that they can give the insurance company what they need and want to be able to approve your coverage. Because like I said in my last video, if you just go in there and say, oh, I have breast implants and I just want to get them out, they're not going to cover it. If you go in there and you're like, I'm pretty sure I have breast implant illness and I feel like I'm dying, blah, 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 they're not going to cover it. Because currently, as of right now, December 2023, insurance doesn't cover breast implant illness. So if you report that, you're not going to get it covered. It doesn't work that way. Unfortunately, insurance is a game and you have to know how to play it, if that makes sense. So you have to properly report things to the professionals so that they can properly report to the insurance company and everything can be in synchronicity and align for coverage. So, hope that made sense. I try to keep this short. I've already filmed this like twice. I start going off on tangents and talking way too much about this topic. But if you have any more questions, please let me know. Drop them in the comments. Or some people are just reaching out to me on Instagram or Facebook. That's fine too. If you personally need to ask me something, I make these videos to help you ladies out in the best way that I can. I worked really long and hard to get mine covered so I could actually get them removed. And it was a long process, but I learned a lot, figured it out, and now I'm just trying to help you ladies. If you're new here and you haven't watched the first insurance video, I will put that in the description box below. If you are new here and you like the video, give it a like. If you're feeling my vibe, please subscribe. If you have any questions, drop those in the comments, and I will see you all in the next video.